Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben, and we have a doozy of a video for you today. We think we have possibly found Sam's personal Bitcoin address. A lot of weird movement around this, and we do ultimately believe that this address here, we've got a lot of evidence to support this, that this was actually customer funds in Bitcoin being moved over to a personal address for Sam. And also it's important to note that we don't have 100% sure evidence that this is Sam, but we also know that on the bond for his bail, there were two mystery people as well who signed that bond, and this could be them also, but I do believe this is Sam's address. So I got this email. I talked to this guy on Twitter. He said we spoke briefly via Twitter DM about SBF bail funds. Of course, nothing is certain, but the coincidence between these addresses, FTX and Sam's, are too many to overlook. I talked to this guy on the phone as well, and he told me that he's been tracking this address actually since early 2021, and an interesting strategy. When Bitcoin would go out of this address, he would buy Solana, because what you would find is when Bitcoin was being moved, it was being moved to move Solana and pump up the price, and there's a lot of evidence to support that as well. So this address started accumulating what is ultimately today $2 billion worth of Bitcoin in early 2019, around the time FTX was founded. It switches wallets around the time of the Luna blow up when Alameda got wounded. Here's the key, guys. It moved $230 billion worth of Bitcoin right before Sam was extradited. In between the two extradition hearings on Monday and Wednesday, that is when all this money got moved out. Then his bail was set at $250 million a few days later. The main address, which got consistent transfers starting in early 2019, is this 1P5ZE address. Here you guys can see, here it is. At the top of the market, this thing was worth $7.3 billion in this one Bitcoin address. It made it one of the top 5 Bitcoin addresses on the rich list. And you can see here that right here in March, money starts moving. Here, this is around the time of the Terra Luna collapse. Boom. This is the time around the Celsius collapse. Boom. And then look right here in July, right as the contagion was really starting to spread, right before FTX really started getting heat, all the money left. And where did it go? It went to Coinbase. You guys can see here, 29,000 Bitcoin, 25,000 Bitcoin, 84,000 Bitcoin, 8,500 Bitcoin moved out of this wallet. Around the time of the Luna blow up, the wallet above was empty. Now, this would have been really between Luna, Celsius, and Voyager as all that was going on. All this money got moved. Same amount of Bitcoin showed up in the wallet below, and basically the same transfer amounts within a day or two. So here you can look here, and you can go back all the way to around the same time. And you guys see a lot of these Bitcoin transfers going in and going out. And here, this is the key I want you guys to pay attention to. I want you guys to pay attention to these numbers right here. 1,907 Bitcoin, 2,977 Bitcoin. And there were 4 transactions of that exact size. Now, where did those go? We're going to find out here in a second. The above wallet acted in the same manner as the 1P5Z wallet. Consistent money in, a few hundred, maybe 1,000 Bitcoin at a time, but not always extremely round numbers. Could be 417, 124. But with the withdrawals on both the above addresses were always round numbers. 500, 1,000, 1,500, 3,000 shows a consistent pattern between the two. The next wallet is one which received $230 million the day of the extradition hearing, December 19th, from 1LQO. That's this address here. And then look at this, 1,907, 2,977, 2,977, 2,977, 2,977. These came from this other wallet. Now we've got a wallet that's got $230 million in Bitcoin just sitting the day of the extradition hearing. Now, are they going to move these? Are they scared to move these? Is this Sam's address? Definitely something to watch here. Very, very fishy. Everything stated in this email is just my opinion, but it's an extremely unusual action transfer for this wallet. Left me a little puzzled at the time, but I just chalked it up to something I wouldn't be able to explain. That is until the price of Sam's bail was announced yesterday. Not an exact, but an extremely coincidental amount for funds that someone who started accumulating billions of dollars of Bitcoin the same time Sam started FTX. Is this, in fact, the address where customer funds from FTX were embezzled from FTX into this address. I'll let our chain analysis sleuth check this out. We will post all 3 of these address links down below in the description. You guys have fun with this. Watch it. Hold this wallet accountable. Let's see what happens with this money. Sam is out on bail. We believe he's going to have access to a lot of this. Watch for any fund transfers from this address. We want to make it to where they can never send this money out again without people knowing exactly what is going on. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.